First off, I just want to say to Akira Toriyama and Toyotaro, as a huge, and I mean huge, Bardock fanboy, thank you for not taking the easy route and the fan service route and turning Bardock into Super Saiyan.
Now the main problem area is up here. All of this going on up here is what's causing me the most physical discomfort. This area is not good either. I hate this, but I'm mainly worried about this.
Welcome to Anime Real Talk, and today we're going to be reviewing and discussing Dragon Ball Super Chapter 83. So, this chapter of Dragon Ball Super, this chapter, this month, this moment in time, this chapter was titled Bardock vs. Gas Part 2. So we're back to the battle of Bardock and Gas, and this is, quite frankly, the finale of that battle, what everyone's been waiting. And what some have been sweating about, what path will Toriyama and Toyotaro take. Because to be fair, when it comes to one, Akira Toriyama, his reversion of Bardock when it came to Dragon Ball Minus, aka the Jocko manga.
Dog.
Not very good. So there's quite a bit of dialogue in this chapter along with fighting. It's actually very well balanced throughout the whole chapter. But one thing what stands out to me is Monaito, who is just aggressively hell-bent on sending Bardock back to Vegeta and telling Bardock, you know, we can handle this, it's fine. I'll take what we gotta take, just go.
Okay, thought about it.
Him continually telling Bardock to leave, to go home, to leave them there to die. Interesting dynamic between him and Bardock, as Monaito directly does bring out more of Bardock, what he feels, what he thinks. I was a huge fan of the hints and foreshadowing towards Bardock from not only Gas, but Alec as well, about how, you know, they're dumb, they're stupid for trusting Frieza, don't be surprised if your planet's destroyed, don't be surprised if the meteor falls on your head. I actually enjoyed that a lot. It was really nice and very good foreshadowing towards Bardock, and maybe that's what led Bardock, within the canon of Dragon Ball, start suspecting Frieza. So I did like that quite a bit. It was a very good foreshadowing, and it was a very good way to tie things together with how did Bardock know. And that also explains how Bardock is probably the only one who suspects Frieza. So it was not a very nice tie-in. I think that was very well done. That was definitely needed. The beginning of the fight, or the continuation of the beginning of the fight, whether it's Bardock versus Kid Gas, there's pretty cool moments here. I do like that Kid Gas has a little mace of some sort, and it's funny watching him like spin through the air and like use it. It's funny to me. But there is a scene where he does hit Bardock. It's like right at the beginning of the chapter where he does hit Bardock, and Bardock blocks the attack, and it still messes up Bardock pretty bad. So even Gas as a kid, pre-Dragon Ball Wish, and pre-where we're at now, because I would assume up from then till now, 40 years later, he's still stronger regardless. But yeah, definitely in this moment, Bardock is still getting kind of overpowered by a kid. Bernoulli using his ability to transform with his inner nature to attack Bardock was pretty cool. It does take a bit. It's not his full form, so obviously we do see later on what happens when he does.
Police! Help!
And up until like Monaito summons the dragon, it does seem like Gas is like literally dog walking Bardock. Like it seems like it's not even close.
Find his body floating in front of that.
Though he does get irritated a lot whenever Bardock starts talking about how he's not giving up. So maybe that's one of the things like Gas hates. Monaito summoning the dragon, which we do get the dragon's name actually this chapter. His name's Tarambo, and we do get to see how like wishes such as wishing someone back to their planet, wishing someone back home, works towards the person that's directed at. The dragon does talk to Bardock inside of his head. I'm guessing the same thing would have happened with Goku after the planet Namek when they wished him back to Earth.
Maybe.
So that was very interesting to see. But Monaito is trying to send Bardock home, even though Bardock already said no. Stop! Like, Monaito is literally the guy who doesn't take no for an answer.
You don't find that suspicious?
At this point, after the dragon says no, or tells him that Bardock refuses to go back, like, it kind of gets annoying and dragged out. Really does. Him spouting how Bardock, like, he's a kind-hearted individual and he needs to stay alive to save someone else someday. Like, at one point, it's really selfless. But at the same time, you're kind of an asshole.
Wake up.
Because you've got granola right there, a child. A child. And you're like, bro, Monaito, I get your selflessness, and that's great and all, but you have a child. And you're literally vehemently telling Bardock, leave us so me and the child can die.
What?
Selfless and selfish at the same time. It's so weird.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
But we do get to the most interesting part of the chapter for me. It's not even like a fight scene. It's just a line from Bardock. And like, it's weird because up until this point, when I was just telling him, like, I'm trying to help you, bro. What wish do you want to make? Which I'm assuming Monaito does grant it. So I think Tarambo leaves. He had to at least grant it. But Bardock's wish... I'd wish that my sons would end up thriving.
Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Would you like to change that?
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Maybe sons, plural. Maybe more than one is too much.
I guess we'll never know.
Make you immortal, make you the strongest being in the universe. Yeah, sure, okay. Sons? Oh, son. Like, it's just weird because, in a way, yeah, it did work for Goku.
Let's go. Let's go.
But Raditz.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Listen, I'm not saying Raditz didn't thrive in some way. He survived playing Vegeta getting destroyed. He was definitely vehemently bullied by Nappa and Raditz and Vegeta. We did get back to the Gas dog walking Bardock, at least for a few panels. Obviously, it's able to see that Gas is visibly angry and kind of upset and tired of Bardock and him sticking around for so long. I did laugh. I did laugh quite a bit seeing him grab Bardock by the tail and slam him back and forth, getting the Hulk treatment. Like, for some reason, we like to get Dragon Ball characters the Hulk treatment, and it was funny. But him pulling off Bardock's tail was very... I didn't expect it.
Who would have thought?
Not me.
I do expect it from a strategic sense because it stops Bardock from turning into a great ape. It really makes me think twice about where this point up in Bardock's life is relative to him dying from Frieza. Because in the Frieza flashback, in Minus, and in the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie, Bardock has his tail. Obviously, their tails do grow back. How long do they take to grow back? I'm not entirely sure. I'm sure I could find somewhere to look it up, but I'm not sure if it'd be canon or not. So I would probably assume, unless Bardock grew it back instantly after this fight, or maybe Bardock can grow back at will. Maybe most adult Saiyans can grow back at will. I don't know. So I'm gonna guess maybe this isn't the last fight Bardock has before Vegeta's destroyed. Maybe he has a couple more missions and does grow back. I'm just spitballing. Manito protecting Bardock from the spear attack from Gas. That's kind of cool. Gas just powers up to his monster form. Manito, in that sense, is still kind of useless. Near the end of the chapter with Bardock versus the bulked up Gas.
Lightweight, baby!
Though we'll say there's that one single panel from the chapter where Bardock's kicking him. That's probably the most awkward kick I've ever seen. It's pretty bad. That's a bad panel. It looks like Bardock broke his leg. I don't know. And then near the final moments of the fight, Gas, him asking Bardock, why do you fight? Why are you still fighting? That was really... And then Bardock powers up, which I've seen people theorize. He's an Ultra Instinct.
No.
No, he's not an Ultra Instinct. I don't believe that, no. There's nothing within that shot of Bardock powering up to signify he has Ultra Instinct. I think it's just there to make Bardock look like a badass. But he catches Gas's punch, and it does shock Gas, followed by Bardock, saying, I fight when there's an enemy I want to be down. Nothing more to it. And then he blasts Gas away. No! Yeah, Saiyans do get stronger in battle. That's a trait known through all Saiyans. But we've never seen a jump and increase in power during one fight like this. We never have. Not even on the Frieza saga or the Namek saga. We never see it. Mid-fight, it never happened. So what could it mean? Is it Ultra Instinct for Bardock? I doubt it. Really doubt it. It's some form of instinct that lets, Saiyan instinct, that lets Bardock fight more. I don't know. It's obviously a direct power up for Bardock, but I don't know what it could be, because there's no way it can be the whole Saiyans get stronger as they fight, because this, like I said, this is something we've never seen based off of that idea and that premonition of battle. It's never happened. Maybe it will get explained later, but it's obviously whatever it is, it's going to help Goku unlock a more refined version of his form of Ultra Instinct. But Bardock does win the battle, and he turns Gas back into a baby. That's cool. But a leg does come and visit Bardock near the end. Bardock's wore out, obviously. Like I said earlier about the whole foreshadowing stuff, Elec does it here again. They don't know what he's planning. So it does seem like, in a sense, the Heaters did have some idea of what was about to happen to Vegeta. Frieza let them in on it. I doubt it. Maybe they overheard it. Maybe it's just rumors from Saiyan soldiers. I'm not sure. But at the end of the chapter, Bardock and Manito pretty much laying next to each other, almost dead, or at least almost knocked out. But overall, that was a chapter of Chapter 83. Overall, for the most part, I enjoyed this chapter. I didn't enjoy it terribly much, but I did think it was a pretty solid chapter to read. I was kind of expecting a little bit more from this fight, but I'm also glad Bardock did not get a Super Saiyan power up. That's what I was most worried about. That's what I was worried about.
Oh, it stinks.
When I seen this chapter dropped, I was sweating. because I did not want Bardock to get a Super Saiyan power-up. I'm fine with Bardock being a Super Saiyan in any other iteration. Timebreaker Bardock, all that stuff, that's fine. Cannon Bardock, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Not cool. But overall, the fight of itself, Bardock and Gas, is actually a pretty solid fight. Once again, I wanted to be explained more, how does Bardock bridge the gap mid-fight that quickly? Like I said, I know Saiyans get stronger the more they fight, but like I said before also, throughout the entirety of the series, we have never seen a Saiyan get this much of an amp mid-fight. Also, the wish Bardock made for both his sons to thrive. Raditz is rolling in his grave, probably in the afterlife, probably punching air.
Oh, no.
As a chapter overall, the fight of Bardock, as a Bardock fan, I liked it. Thought it was good. But overall, the rating I give this chapter, I would give it a rating of... Honestly, I can't get anything higher than a B. It was a good chapter. I feel like they could have done a lot more with the Bardock Gas fight. They could have bumped it to a great, but overall, the fight, although it was good, it was very kind of like... one-dimensional for the most part until near the end where Bardock gets that power buff. Or out of nowhere, which I don't know what it was. Hopefully next chapter we'll go back to see what Goku's reaction is going to be after hearing all this. Obviously he didn't visualize it, he just heard all of it, so what will Goku's reaction be? It'll be very interesting, I think, to know. But overall, chapter rating to B, that's it and done. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments down below. What was your favorite part of the chapter? And as always, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and help support me. It's really nice to have. And hit the notification bell to join the notification squad to be updated whenever I upload a video at any time. And that's all I got. I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a nice day.